You're watching Newsday TV. Thanks for joining us this Thursday evening. I'm Ken Bufa. State officials are calling the smoke from the Canadian wildfires a public health crisis.
This is an extraordinary event. It's unprecedented in terms of the source of the air contaminants that we're experiencing right now, that we are now talking about the fact that there still remains poor air quality across the state of New York.
Governor Hochul is encouraging New Yorkers to wear a mask if you head outside and to check on neighbors, especially if they're elderly. Now, the state DEC has also extended the air quality alert through midnight on Friday. And PSEG Long Island tells us working outside in these conditions is no easy task, and that on a typical day they would have hundreds of crews out, but not today.
At this point, today we're only doing emergency work. Anything that was critical care facilities, the elderly, or an emergency job like this here.
Now, utility officials say workers have N95 masks they can wear, and the trucks they use have eye wash stations. They're also making sure crews stay hydrated and take breaks. And dozens of flights into New York area have been delayed. The FAA is slowing air traffic because of reduced visibility at LaGuardia, Newark, and Philadelphia. And racing is expected to resume at Belmont tomorrow. Now, as Newsday has reported, training, workouts, and races were all halted today because of the poor air quality. Governor Hochul says if conditions continue this way, it'll be decided Saturday if the Belmont Stakes will go on. So, when will the smoke clear? Well, meteorologist Bill Corbell has some answers.
We're still getting smoke from those fires up in eastern Canada, but if you looked outside, you can see that it's not quite as bad as it was yesterday, and there will be continued slow improvement, but there's still an air quality alert in effect for all of Long Island today. So we have to take the obvious precautions, limit strenuous outdoor activity, even if you're healthy. Young children, seniors, pretty much anyone with respiratory or other health problems should stay inside as much as possible today, but conditions will gradually improve tomorrow and through the weekend. I remember yesterday that thick, acrid smoke came down across Pennsylvania, New Jersey, New York State, right over Long Island, visibility down to a mile or less in places. It smelled like you were in the middle of a forest fire. Well, look at today's satellite. The thicker smoke has moved south, and even that has thinned out. It's now down south of us in New Jersey towards Washington, D.C. and off coast. And that's really good news because the pattern obviously is beginning to change. And if you look at the satellite imagery, you can see exactly what I mean, how the clouds to our north are starting to drift southward. The smoke itself is blowing out over the Atlantic. And over the next couple of days, things will gradually continue to improve. But look at this. Current air quality is very, very poor. It's unhealthy over Long Island, and it is in the hazardous zone back in south central Pennsylvania. But the forecast for tomorrow, a whole lot better. Not good. Still moderate air quality over Long Island, but at least much improved over today.
And make sure to stay with Newsday for the latest on the air quality conditions. We'll have updates on Newsday.com, Newsday TV, and on our mobile app. Now, half a dozen people were hurt when a BMW SUV barreled into a store. Police say it happened at Kraft Shoes on Jericho Turnpike in Comac around 2:30 this afternoon. 5 shoppers and an employee were inside. 3 people were taken to the hospital for treatment and are expected to be okay. Now, the 62-year-old driver and her dog were not injured. And police had discovered a meth lab in Ronkonkoma. Cops say it happened while responding to a burglary at Quantitative Laboratories yesterday on Pond Road. They say while searching the property, cops found equipment and chemicals to make meth. Officers confiscated 40 grand in cash, liquid and solid meth, ketamine, and cocaine. The lab's owner, Matthew Lashinsky of Levittown, is now facing several charges. And it's sentencing day for the Center Reach man who beat an acquaintance to death with a bat. John Mann IV apologized before he was given 20 years in prison. Prosecutors say the now 20-year-old was just 16 when he bound Henry Hernandez's hands and feet and killed him. The 16-year-old victim's remains were found in plastic bags in a man's neighbor's yard in 2020. And the man who opened fire and killed a manager at a local Stop and Shop was sentenced to the max today. Cecilia Dowd spoke with the victim's family.
Gabriel Wilson will spend 50 years to life behind bars for the murder of Stop and Shop grocery manager Ray Wishrop and the attempted murder of 2 others. Wishrop's father says the family has gotten justice.
He had enough time to make a decision. Why didn't he change his mind? Why didn't he change his mind? My God, you walk into a facility with a gun. Those people are innocent people in there. And you start shooting? Dear God, no.
Wishrop, a father of 7, was killed in April of 2021 at this West Hempstead Stop and Shop. Prosecutors said Wilson, who worked at the store, was upset that he didn't immediately get a transfer to another store.
If he had changed his mind, I would have had my son and he would have had his freedom.
It was a tough trial. It was a tough case. It was a sad event.
District Attorney Ann Donnelly says her son's friend works at the West Hempstead Stop and Shop.
And all I could think about that day was, is she at work? Is she okay? What panic she must be in. And then when I heard about Ray, my heart just broke in half.
Wishrop's daughter spoke at the sentencing, remembering her dad as her best friend. Wilson spoke and apologized to the Wishrop family.
Do I believe his apology was sincere? I do. But it doesn't change what happened. And unfortunately, it's out of everyone's hands now.
Cecilia Dowd for Newsday TV.
And first in Newsday, federal authorities are investigating how the Suffolk County District Attorney's Office used asset forfeiture funds in undercover money laundering operations. Now, according to a top aide to the current DA, the probe covers the activities during the administration of former DAs Tom Spoda and Tim Sini. Sini says the office complied with the subpoena seeking documents, but dismissed any wrongdoing. Spoda is currently serving a 5-year federal prison sentence, and his attorney did not respond to our calls for comment. And a Long Island firehouse has just been nominated for the state and national registers of historic places. St. James Firehouse was built in 1923 in St. James Historic District. Over the years, it has been used as both a firehouse and a place for community gatherings. This firehouse is among one of the 16 properties the governor nominated across the state, and the nominations now must be approved by the commissioner and then reviewed by the National Park Service to be put on the National Register of Historic Places. And to
Newsday Sports is brought to you by PC Richard & Son.
And to sports now, the Denver Nuggets are one step closer to their first championship ever.
Goes right at Butler, leans in, shot is good! It's the Kristen Brown show here in the fourth quarter. And the lead
They beat the Heat last night in Miami in Game 3 of the NBA Finals. Game 4 is tomorrow night. All right, let's take a look at your Long Island weather, shall we? You can see tonight temperatures are dropping to around 50s. With tomorrow, temperatures will be just hovering underneath 70 with some showers. So let's take a better look at tomorrow, shall we? You can see we start off nice, but rain moves in later in the day with temps in the high 60s.
Watch Newsday TV on the big screen. Use the remote to activate Siri, Alexa, Roku, or the Google Assistant on your streaming device. Say install Newsday. Newsday TV, covering Long Island like no one else can. High School Sports is sponsored by PC Richard & Son.
And now to high school sports and a baseball rarity on Long Island, a walk-off grand slam. Krista Kelman has a story you'll see only in Newsday.
It was legitimate a dream come true.
Massapequa needed to score 3 runs in the bottom of the 9th inning to clinch the county championship title. Sounds daunting? Not with clutch hitter Eric Paulson up next at bat, who got it done with this walk-off grand slam.
I was sitting fastball, and once I got it, I knew it was gone. It was a surreal moment, I'll tell you that. It was probably one of the best baseball moments ever of my life.
It capped the 3-game series, where Paulson went 7 for 9 with 9 runs scored, 9 RBIs, and 4 home runs.
Then with him up, you kind of almost can expect it. When he got up, I was like, oh yeah, we won.
Hitting a homer on a high school field like this one at Massapequa is impressive, but to hit one over the fence of a substantially bigger field like the one at Farmingdale State College, that's an impressive feat.
Hitting it on a college-sized field, it feels a lot better.
Paulson is hoping to hit more home runs and show off his pitching on his own college field next year at Stony Brook University.
Recently, I hit 90 miles an hour, which was my goal for this year. He is our leader, and he's a great mentor to everyone. He helps everyone, he teaches everyone, and he's a great guy.
At Massapequa High School, Carissa Kelman, Newsday TV.
And you love to see it. Now, for more on Eric Paulson, go to Newsday.com, click Get More, for the Newsday TV video box.
What's Up on Long Island is brought to you by PC Richard & Son.
Here's a look at what's up on Long Island. Saturday is Belmont Stakes Day, weather permitting, so why not go for the race and get there early to watch the graded stakes leading up to the main event. Gates open in Elmont at 9 a.m. on Saturday. And Long Island's largest Pride event is Sunday in Huntington. It's the 33rd annual Long Island Pride Festival. The Grand Marshal is TV personality Ross Matthews. Or Taste the East End. The annual event features food pairings along with local craft beer, wine, and cider. It's Saturday at the Long Island Aquarium in Riverhead. Now, for admission info and more events, just click Get More below the Newsday TV video box. And you don't have to go far for a tropical style getaway. Elisa DiStefano has a look at a summer staycation on Long Island. It's a story you'll see only in Newsday.
Have a tropical day without going away. An island getaway on Long Island.
Starting with an adventure on the water.
At the Dinghy Shop in Amityville, rent a kayak or stand-up paddleboard.
All right, here we go. Let's get out to the bay.
Spend the day on the Great South Bay.
All right, now getting the hang of it.
And feel like you're a world away.
And if you want a relaxing staycation, this spa comes to you.
Our Spa Mobile is the ultimate spa. And we can also create a beautiful atmosphere wherever you put us. Massages, facials, body wraps, foot scrubs, whatever you want. You don't have to leave your home. Self-care is essential, especially now. We all know what we've been through for the last couple of years. We need self-care.
They offer Caribbean-inspired massages, and in the name of research, I tried their signature facial.
We have our special facial that is called the freshwater facial for all our Jamaicans. You feel just like in Jamaica.
Just the R&R I needed, not a bad day at work. After you work up an appetite, get a taste of the tropics at Catch in Lindenhurst.
Town of Babylon residents can walk up from the beach. They have a big bar and everything from sandwiches to seafood on the menu.
They're known for their tacos and tropical drinks. These are really good too.
Every bite comes with a bay breeze and a beautiful view.
I feel like I am on vacation.
For Newsday TV, Elisa DiStefano.
I don't know about you, but I don't think there's anything better than steel drums and cold drinks. Might just be me. Now, for more on the summer staycations, go to Newsday.com, click Get More below the Newsday TV video box.
Get more of the stories you've seen on Newsday TV at Newsday.com. Plus breaking news, investigations, things to do, restaurants, and other Long Island news you can't get anywhere else. At Newsday.com, covering Long Island like no one else can.
You're watching Newsday TV. I'm Ken Buffa. Thank you so much for joining us. We leave you now with a look at your 7-day forecast.